that's one way to get the grass out. Hey y'all, welcome back to Moody's Way. Welcome to the project for the day. We're going to be dredging this pond, or not dredging it, but trying to get all the weeds and stuff out. This is our attempt at making a lake drag or a pond drag.
Okay, so they're trying to clean out the bottom of the pond. It's full of plants and overgrowth, and they're using the tractor and some chain link fence to pull it out.
Turn, the best way to do this is just get in here by hand and do it.
Sounds good to me. Ooh. I got them in the side by side. Baby dog. In case you splash it. Yeah. Balance this boat a little better.
Shit, bud.
Yeah. Guess that drag didn't do as good as we thought.
I don't think we got it over this far. I mean, we couldn't ever really get it that far.
Oh, sorry, Bobby. Get a picture of that.
Cameraman. One of these times I am going to grab hold of a snake.
Ooh, how about a spider?
Oh, I've already grabbed a couple of them. Not that stirred up.
There are some deeper holes out there. Welcome back to Moody'S Way. We're trying to build some crawfish traps. We just recently discovered that there was crawfish in one of our ponds on the property. So naturally, we want to cash that check in. So this is how we are home making crawfish traps. Now we waited 24 hours, about to come back out here to the back pond, and we're gonna go check the trap, see if we got anything. If we got something, then we're probably gonna hold off on the pond cleaning for the time being, and we will try to get as many of them crawdads out of there as possible. You see the trap down there?
Dad, what's that in the water?
It's not looking very promising yet.
Dad, I saw something near you.
You saw it, babe? Oh, there's a fish in there.
A fish.
Some type of beetle.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
cool.
fish. Oh. He's alive.
Oh.
Oh. There's a mommy, Dad.
Mommy.
No, that's the mommy one, and that's the daddy.
That one little fish that's still alive in there keeps jumping right out. All right, so what we're gonna do here, you're alive. You're alive. We don't want to mess up the fish population. That joker. Thought they're pregnant.
Whoa.
Or it was anyway.
That was little. That's little. Really?
Alright, so we didn't cut up the bait last time. So it's going to be good and stinky now, but we're going to chunk this up and throw it back in there.
Dad, the one, I just saw something here.
You saw something?
Yeah, it's on you.
Well, it'd be good if we saw some crawfish in here.
Yeah.
Crawdads, crawfish. Comment in the video below what you call these things that we're trying to catch. Crawfish, crawdads. I'm sure there's more names than that I can't think of right now, but
no mommy one.
nope, no mommy one this time. Sorry, babe.
I know. Dad, you're not that thing fall down.
Well, we'll give it another 24 hours. Check it again. Hey Miranda, you like hanging out in the woods? Are you a redneck? No? Not today. So this spot over here, I don't know how well y'all can see that or not, but it's every bit of 8 foot or so in the middle over here, but there's some muck at the bottom that we still got to try to get out. We're going to try to take a trash pump, I think, and try to suck some of this stuff out and just shoot it out onto land, and trying to figure out what's feeding this pond. I'm not quite sure, but we're kind of taking wild guesses that it could be spring fed, so we're trying our damnedest to figure that part out. But we'll check back in tomorrow. Kids' favorite pastime is picking leaves and pine needles apart. Could be worse. Could be stuck to video games and TVs, huh? You so beautiful, Will. Okay, show us how to do it.
side.
Okay, not yet.
Not yet.
No. Here's this. We're gonna do something.
This segment is called Miranda's Minute.
No, we're gonna do another one. Ta-da! Okay, yeah. This. We got another one to this one. Daddy, Michael got a huge one.
Whoa!
Now do it to me. Okay. That's here's a big snake. Okay, we're gonna
I went back and checked this feeder out. Looked like the hogs bumped the motor that actually spreads the corn out. Looks like a hog bumped it, and it ended up letting all the corn dump out of it. So that ain't no good. So we got to do a little bit of adjustment and then dump these 2 bags of corn in it. We'll go ahead and test it from there. Hopefully everything will go back to being good for a little while. I haven't got the hog that did the crime on game camera yet, but hopefully we do. Let me show you what happened over here. All right, so y'all can see there's too much of a gap. This spreader piece is still working properly, but see this one, this adjustment on this wing nut, it just needs to be adjusted up. But you can see all the mud and scratching all over this is from squirrels and birds and hogs, and there was at one point we had a bear in the neighborhood that knocked this whole feeder over. Almost looks like something tried to push it, because these legs, I swear, right here was buried under the sand at one point. Almost like something tried to slide this whole thing, which I wouldn't doubt. But we're gonna try to get this thing adjusted and put some corn in. Alright. What we're going to do now, take the lid off, make sure this thing's charging, which it is. That blue light right there is flashing. It's good to go. Make sure the corn don't flow clean out the thing, just dump on the ground. That's a waste. So we'll do a little bit of corn just to test it. Always leave all these strings attached so you don't get them blowing away and getting left out here in the woods. Try to keep everything as clean as possible to everything we do. The old Harbor Freight special is still working, man. $10 for a 12-volt battery, or for a 12-volt solar charger. And it just sits right up there on top. I had it mounted on this thing first, but I just hot glued it up there just to try to get it to work, and it wasn't good enough. The wind blew it off, so just leave it up there, and I kind of just run the strap across it where there's not a lot of pressure on it, but it's enough to keep it from blowing away. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're going to start doing a lot more videos. Alright guys, so this is the timer and stuff that I have set up with 12-volt battery. Those gator clamps in here, that's just the solar charger. But we're gonna hit test on this joker, and it's only got 1 bar on the battery because the solar charger actually wasn't hooked up to the battery when I turned it all off, when I realized it was leaking corn everywhere. I shut everything off and unplugged it. So hopefully the next time we come out here, that battery meter will be up there around 3 or 4 bars. It normally maintains 3 to 4 bars, but we're gonna hit test on this and run before it sprays us. Good enough for me. See, it leaves on low. I got the speed on low right now. I mean, it slung corn all the way out to here. So you're talking, I'd say 10, 12 feet. Maybe a little farther on this side. It's all the way back here by the side-by-side, so that's plenty. I mean, they got this whole area tore up right here. It's a lot of sand and stuff, but they got it all tore up right here. But that hog is getting through through the fence over here to the neighboring property, which is actually my parents', and they don't want hogs over there. They got some cows and a horse and stuff, and they don't want any hogs over there tearing it up. All right, so this is what I was just talking about. This is all root up that was a couple days old, but really, yeah, it's hasn't been turned over much more anyway. There's still fresh leaves falling in it. So I don't know if that hog's getting in here every night, but this pasture, or this area anyway, we kind of fenced off separate to keep the cows and the horse out of. It's more for hunting than anything. But that back pond that we've been working on is back here too. It's about a 10-acre area that's, I mean, nothing's supposed to be back here but deer, turkey, stuff like that. We didn't really want any hogs back in here. So let's pull up to this trap and see if we caught any crawfish yet, crawdads. Just them darn fish again. There's no crawfish in it. Well, I don't know if we're using the wrong bait or what, but we were pulling logs and stuff out of this pond the other day, and there was literally full size eating crawfish on the logs that we were dragging out. Like they weren't even bailing off the logs as we were dragging them up the hill. And I thought for sure, I mean, I think we had 3 of them that were just hanging on to the logs we were dragging out. I thought for sure we'd do pretty good in here. But maybe we haven't found the right bait yet. But I'm gonna let these fish that are still alive go, and I guess I'm gonna wrap this trap up. But I appreciate y'all watching and hanging out.